Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. It's Friday. How are you all doing? I hope you're feeling some good vibes this Friday and, feeling positive as we step into the weekend. I feel very drawn to pull from a couple decks today, so I'm going to use the Awakening Avalon Oracle deck, but I'm also going to pull from the Lightseers Tarot as well for like specificity or something. I'm not sure. I'm feeling a need to go deeper today. Maybe it's extra encouragement, maybe it's extra clarity, I'm not sure. So we're gonna roll with it, see what it is. So let's get started. Okay, Spirit, what do you have in store today? And I also want to say, if you are wanting to go deeper on a deep dive of what's going on this month, about the equinox happening, about all of the amazing things, next Wednesday I'm hosting Cosmic Consciousness Circle. So definitely check that out. You can sign up at avalonspirit.com and take a deep dive into consciousness. It's a lot of fun. So if that's something that kind of piques your interest, I definitely recommend checking it out. Okay. Let's see what's in the store. Again, I want to say that these messages are general. So when doing a general message or general readings, it's important to take what resonates with you, what you feel in your body is an answer, or it feels like it was just for you, or it applies. Those are the messages you take. If something doesn't kind of sit right or it just ricochets off, it's simply not your message. That piece is not yours. So just something to consider. Okay. That was a fast cut, I have to say. Ooh, I like that, of course. Okay, so fair. Okay, so I'll show you all the cards that we have first. First, we have Heart Chakra, followed by Breathe, and then followed by Play. Now, I love this. So there's an encouragement here, first of all, of getting into our heart chakra, really kind of centering ourselves in our heart today and into the weekend. There's a lot of goodness in there. And when I first saw this, I was like, okay, is that, is there something coming we need to know about? And Spirit's like, no. What you need to know is that many of you need to spend extra time in your own heart. You need some rest and recalibration in there, and you also need some fun in there. You need some calm and compassion in there, and you need joy and play. And so I was like, okay, so what is the guidance, or kind of why? Although we could say, well, of course, we all do, but why? I like to know why. And they said, this helps really clarify our intentions that I've been talking about this week. This helps clarify and also brighten our intentions. So if we saw our intentions like a light, when we spend time in our own heart chakra, we essentially up the voltage of our personal soul light, meaning it's easier for those alignments and desires to fall into place. So the way that is really valuable for that is, first of all, to calm our own energy, to breathe. Many of you would really benefit from extra breath, extra air, and they're like extra air to nourish your soul and nourish your body. So that to me feels like a call of, conscious breathing. Maybe breath work specifically. Maybe it's just, staring at the window, gazing at something in nature, and really being conscious of your breath, because breath feeds the soul. The breath of life has been something sacred. Our breath has been a sacred thing forevermore. It's in so many ancient texts, ancient history, on hieroglyphics all around the world, is the concept of breath. And even in intimate situations with your partner, if you're co-breathing each other's air, like that's a super sacred act. So when we even just take that to ourselves and we give our own bodies breath, we can really refuel our energy, feel into our own embodiment so much more, and nourish the heart space, right? So breathing, who knew? But it's so true, because they say, 10 breaths can totally change your nervous system reaction in 10 breaths. But most of us, in an extreme case, we don't stop to take those 10 breaths. We jump right into reaction. But when we stop and take those 10 breaths, we can change the whole chemistry of our body in that situation. So breath for you, even just 3 beautiful, long, slow, deep breaths as you gaze at something, or maybe your eyes are closed and you're pondering something beautiful. That's going to nourish your heart. Now, also though, one of the most nourishing things for the heart is play. The heart loves joy, right? You know, when you feel that amazing joy, your heart beams. Or like when someone does something so nice for you, you actually want to cry, but you're so happy, you're in such joy. Or when you laugh so hard that like you feel you're gonna burst and tears are coming down your face, but like it's feeding your soul. Play is so valuable. So literally, Spirit is saying, breathe and play this weekend. This is a beautiful thing. Be heart-centered, fuel your heart space. There's such a value in it. So let's see what other messages there are in tarot here to amplify that. That's just a beautiful pull for a Friday. It's essentially like, go rest and have fun. Don't worry about things. Be happy, be joyful, laugh, play, meditate. I mean, that's a good weekend to me. With breathe too, I want to say what they're just showing me. For some of you too, it might be like vigorous exercise, getting your body breathing, like a long, hard hike or a run. Like it might be a weekend for that, where getting into your body through breath is really beneficial. Okay, let's see what else they have here. One more. Okay. Yeah, I could feel that one pop right away. Oh, I had a feeling we would see her. Okay. Yeah, I love this. Okay, so Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is really exactly what I was explaining with the breathe card. And look at them, they're both facing the same way and they're both looking out. And that's what I want to say, is that like gazing at something, pondering, reflecting and breathing. And the Queen of Swords is really someone who has come a long way in their mental game. Someone who knows what they're about. They know their mind, they know what they're thinking, they know how to critically think, they know how to ponder and reflect and then respond. That's what the Queen of Swords has really accomplished. And the Queen of Swords doesn't really matter if it's female, male, whichever gender identification. Queen of Swords is reflective. And when she's up here on a mountaintop too, mountaintops really represent air. So I love this beautiful amplified message, my words, of reflection, okay? Now, the next thing I want to say too is this Six of Cups card is really about like growth, reflecting on things from your past, but also finding the joy in the stories. And maybe for some of you, this is going to be a weekend where you go back through old photo albums. Maybe there's family meetups or family reunions where you're talking about old stories that bring you joy from, you know, when you were younger to where you are now. And it's like sitting in that heart space as you reminisce of these beautiful things can really fill your heart. And for some of you, it might be reminiscing on, you know, what you've gone through and how far you've come and who you are now versus who you were then. Can also really fill your heart space. And what all of this is bringing us towards is this Ace of Pentacles, this new beginning. You are setting down new roots, and that makes sense collectively with this year. We have a totally new frequency this year, which is really interesting. And there's momentum behind it. There's growth happening behind it. So new beginnings, and those new beginnings all stem from your heart space. So that's pretty fantastic if you ask me. I'm so excited by these cards this weekend. So I hope that helps inspire you to have fun this weekend. Go play, be joyful. And I so look forward to connecting with all of you on Monday. So have a beautiful weekend, everyone, and I will see you soon.